We will talk a lot more about Title IX, their office, and what they do with reports during August training. We will have a session with the Title IX office and the Office of Anti-Violence Initiatives. When we send you your link for Simplicity login, we will also send you the link for submitting the Title IX report. We don't submit those reports through Simplicity. All campus members submit Title IX reports through the same link, and that is on the Title IX website. So when you need to submit a Title IX report, you will go to the website and you will click File a Report here. So this is the public reporting form. Any member of campus can submit this form, including our student staff. You want to answer all the questions to the best of your ability. It is often helpful to consult with your RD or pro staff on duty when you're going to be submitting this report because they can help you figure out exactly how you might need to answer something. So you're going to want to select report type. Generally, you're going to have a pretty good idea of why you are submitting this report, but if you don't know, you can always suggest, and click unknown. So then the report will populate. You'll notice that this report is very similar to the reports you fill out in Simplicity in terms of what information you need to fill out. So reporter type, you are going to select TCNJ student. And because you work for our department, you are going to select yes, that you are a residential education and housing student staff member. You're going to put your name for this person submitting the report and your email address. You can also include a contact phone number here, so your personal cell phone or your room phone if that's what you prefer. For date and time of the incident, again, if you are not exactly sure, you can estimate, but you want to try and give them as clear of an idea as possible. And for date and time submitting this report, that should auto-populate for you here. For incident description, you are going to write this similar to how you write your incident reports. We go over this in your report writing module. You do want to include as much information as possible, but you also want to be sure that you're not pressuring a student who has disclosed something to you to share more than they're comfortable with. The Title IX office will get in touch with them and they will have an opportunity to ask them more questions, so you don't want to make them answer more than they necessarily feel comfortable with. The information you share will be kept private and only the Title IX staff will have access to this report. You'll want to choose the incident location as best as you can. Again, if you are not sure, you can click location unknown. So for the reporter, that's who we call the victim or survivor. We call them the reporting student. So you're going to want to provide their first and last name if known. And for the respondent, generally there is an accused student, and we call that student the respondent. If you are aware of their first and last name, you will want to include that here. For uploading documents, again, if you have any photos, texts, emails, or any other documents that you think are appropriate, you can include those. So if the resident has sent you messages about this, but you haven't actually had an opportunity to have a conversation about it, you could include those text messages there. And any additional comments or considerations. So for example, if the resident has already started going to the Office of Anti-Violence Initiatives, you may want to include that there. If the resident is very concerned about reporting and concerned about safety, obviously you will want to contact campus police, but you can include that there as well. And then you're just going to need to verify that you're not a robot before you hit submit.